Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate and this is a side body flow. We're gonna work some side planks and some side stretches and just move from side to side. So grab a couple of blocks if you want them, a blanket to pad your knees maybe, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and I'll see you in a few. All right guys, so we're gonna start in a child's pose. So go ahead, get yourself to the mat. You can bring your knees close together, take them a little farther apart, touch your hips back to your heels, and take a moment to rest here. Start to relax the weight of your head into the floor, or maybe the support of your hands. If your forehead doesn't comfortably hit the floor, you can grab one of your blocks or a pillow, place it underneath your forehead. And breathe here. With every breath, see if you can get yourself to relax a little bit more. Softening your muscles through the back of your neck and the tops of your shoulders. Notice if you're holding any tension even in your hands, your hips, in your breath. And just begin the process of smoothing out those little pockets of tension. And breathe as deeply as you comfortably can here, all folded up on your mat. And slowly, going to start to walk your hands out a bit. Shoulder distance, palms drop to the mat, elbows drop to the mat, and take a second here. And then you're going to pop up onto your fingertips, like you can make little tents with your hands. And while you're up there, feel your upper arms lift and then wrap those triceps in toward your ears. So you're going to feel your triceps roll down toward the mat. And you can keep your forehead right on the floor here if you want, or you can start to lift it up. Maybe take your gaze slightly forward. Take a breath in. And now when you exhale, you're going to walk both hands over to the right. And let your hips slide gently to the left if you want to make a little more space. Press your left fingertips into the mat and feel your left sitting bone drag back into your left heel a little bit more. When you inhale, walk yourself through center. And when you exhale, walk all the way over to the left side. Same deal here. Press into your right fingertips even more than your left. Drag your right sitting bone back. Inhale, walk yourself through center, and then come on up into table. You can bring your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders, and let your hips just sway a little bit side to side. And you can add some circles here if you want. And rolling out into your hips a bit. And into your wrists even. And then take those circles in the other direction. Smooth and easy. You can start to coordinate your breath to the movement. If you're not there yet, that's okay too. Just start to work with the movement first. All right, and then bring your hips back over your knees, wrists back underneath your shoulders, and take your right foot and you're gonna stretch it out straight behind you. Tuck your toes to the mat and push through your heel. And then float that right foot up. You're gonna take it and sweep it over to the side until if the ball of your foot hits your dog or, or the floor. So it's toward the outer edge of your mat here. Lengthen your spine when you inhale, and when you exhale, look over your left shoulder. Maybe you can see that left heel behind you, or that right heel behind you. Breathe into your right side rib cage. Sorry, Memphis. And when you inhale, you're going to pull your abdominal muscles in so you can support this leg as it swings back through the middle, and then straight out to the side, and press the outer edge of your right foot down so the arch lifts. They're kind of glued down there. Then just walk your hands forward, maybe 1 hand's distance, maybe 1.5. Again, you want to wrap your triceps in and drag your hips back a touch. Let your head hang and just shake it out. That's it. And you're gonna drag your hands back underneath your shoulders. Sweep your right leg straight back behind you so the ball of your foot's still there on the mat. Belly in, lift your right foot up. Then you're gonna tuck your left toes under, prep yourself. You're gonna lift that left knee off the mat as you inhale. When you exhale, send your hips up and back, and then bend your right knee. Stack that right hip open. Take a moment here, maybe roll out your ankle. Your hips are opening, your shoulders can open too. All right, and then from here, you're gonna gaze forward, square off your hips, and take your right foot and step it closer to your right thumb than you would normally, and drop your back knee. Okay, now you're gonna take your right hand to your right thigh and just open your right toes about 45 degrees and maybe sneak it back a couple inches. So we're wide. Gonna lift the back knee up again. And from here, roll onto the outer edge of both feet. Haha. Sink the weight of your hips down so that left hip drops. You can take your right hand and stretch toward your foot. And then we're gonna bring your right hand to the mat, swing yourself back so you're facing the front of the mat, and then walk your hands back toward your left foot. And as you do, you're gonna come onto your right heel, maybe the ball of your left foot, maybe your left heel can drop. Left fingertips slide right inside so you can lean into your inner left thigh and sweep your right arm up. And as you inhale, you're gonna shift your weight back to your right foot, bend your right knee, side angle, right forearm comes to the top of your thigh, left arm alongside your ear, and breathe here. Feel the outer edge of your left foot root down as you stretch through your fingertips. Nice big stretch through your side body here. Inhale. And when you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor. Okay? And now we're gonna work our first side plank variation. And this can be your variation for the whole class if you want it. Gonna start to take your right foot again, this time walking it even more toward the middle of your mat. Drop onto the outer edge of your left foot. And we're gonna keep the foot flat on the floor, press down and lift up. Left foot's flexed, both feet press into the mat so you can lift your hips. Inhale. And when you exhale, right hand comes down, step back into plank, deep breath in. And then knees, chest, chin. If you're ready for chaturanga, it's up to you. In a baby cobra or an upward facing dog. When you exhale, peel your hips up, stretch them back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, you're gonna lower your knees back to the mat. Bring yourself back into table. Left foot stretches behind. Tuck your toes to the mat and push through your heel. All right. Float this left foot up, sweep it to the side, all the way over to the right, as far as you can go, then push that left heel back. Take your gaze over your right shoulder and breathe into your left side rib cage. And then inhale, come back through the middle. And when you exhale, you're gonna sweep your foot all the way over to the left. So it comes right out there. Press the outer edge of your left foot into the mat and take your hands and walk them forward. Triceps wrap in so those eyes of your elbows roll toward the ceiling. Press firmly into your hands, drag your hips back. Take a breath here. Little awkward puppy pose. That's it. And then walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Sweep your left leg behind you. Belly strong, float your left leg up, tuck your right toes. You're gonna lift your right knee off the mat, come into down dog split. Left foot lifted up, bend that left knee, stack your left hip open, roll out the ankle, wiggle your toes. That's it, and then square off your hips. Inhale. And when you exhale, gaze forward, step toward that left thumb and drop your back knee. Okay, left hand to your left thigh. You're gonna open your left toes a bit and then sneak it back, maybe, 2 inches or so. Lift your back knee and then we're gonna drop onto the outer edges of both feet. And let that outer right hip drop to the floor. Memphis, taking a bath. Left fingertips toward your right foot. And then slowly spin yourself all the way back around. You're gonna walk your hands toward your right foot. Come onto the ball of your right foot and the heel of your left. Lean gently into this inner thigh. So you take your left arm and stretch it up. Inhale. And when you exhale, bend into your left knee, and we're gonna come into side angle. Left forearm on the top of the thigh, right arm alongside your ear. Feel your shoulders soften down away from your ears. Nice long line of energy from the outer edge of your right foot into your fingertips as you inhale. And when you exhale, right hand comes to the floor. Pivot all the way around under the outer edge of your right foot and sneak your left foot to the middle of the mat. So we've got our kickstand, Vashisthasana, with a kickstand. Press the floor away. Feel your hips lift. Right shoulder blades hugging into your back as you inhale. And when you exhale, left hand comes to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. Then take your gaze forward and tiptoe to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. When you exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. You're gonna grab the left wrist with your right hand, lengthen up. And as you exhale, tip yourself over to the right, extend through your left fingertips, shift your weight into your left hand, and see if you can take your right foot and step it out to the side, right onto the big toe. And then flex that right foot, see if you can float it up off the mat while we're working our side bend. Yep, right foot to the mat, inhale, come on up. Exhale, right wrist into the left hand, lengthen up and over. Root your energy down through your right foot, and then step the left foot out, come onto the big toe, and then see if you can flex that foot. Find a little balance in your side bend. And then left foot to the mat, inhale, come on up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, downward facing dog, take it back. Inhale, float your right leg up, stretch it back behind you. As you exhale, bend your knee, open it up. Another big stretch through that side. Inhale, gaze forward. As you exhale, step your right foot up between your thumbs. Help it along if it needs it. Crescent lunge on your inhale, rise up. When you exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. We're gonna step forward into tree on this right leg. So shift your weight. Step the left foot forward, sweep your left knee open, and you can take your foot onto your calf, onto your inner thigh. If balance is a big challenge for you today, you can keep your toes on the mat and just bring your foot to your ankle. And breathe here. That's it. Where your foot and your leg meet, smush them into each other. Foot into leg, leg into foot. And then sweep your left knee open, or sweep your left knee forward and step it back, warrior one. Inhale, reach your arms up. When you exhale, soften the tops of your shoulders. Feel your low ribs draw in. Here we go. Vashisthasana round 2. Inhale. And when you exhale, left hand's gonna come to the floor slightly forward of your right foot. You're gonna pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot, and you can work your kickstand here, right? Kickstand Vashisthasana. Or we can go into tree variation. Take this right foot to the inner thigh. Press your foot into your thigh. Feel your thigh lift like an elevator. Keep pressing the floor away. Inhale. And when you exhale, a right hand comes to the mat. You can keep your legs in tree if you're looking for a super challenge. If not, step back into a regular plank and lower down. When you get to chaturanga, shoot the right leg back. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, pull it back. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Left foot's gonna lift. Inhale, sweep it up, stretch back, bend your knees, stack the hip. Open through that left side. And then square off the hips, inhale. Gaze forward. As you exhale, step it up. Crescent lunge. Rise up. We got this, right? Soften your shoulders. Press the floor away. Low belly strong, even here. You're gonna pull it in and up. Hands come to prayer. Shift your weight into your left foot and step forward. We come into tree. Take as many steps as you need to. Place your foot where it feels most comfortable. And imagine that you had something precious under your foot and you're trying to keep it there. So press your foot into your leg into your foot, and breathe. And take this right knee, sweep it to the front of the mat, and step back, warrior one. Inhale, arms come up again. Feel your feet on the mat underneath you, fingertips stretching up. All right, right hand is going to come to the mat, slightly forward of that left foot. You can squeegee the right foot back a bit. And then drop onto the outer edge of your right foot and pick your poison for kickstand or tree variation here in your side plank. I'm going to press the floor away. Feel the ball of your right foot work toward the mat and lift, lift, lift. Right side body lifts into the left. Keep it lifting up. Inhale. And when you exhale, left hand to the mat. You can come into regular plank or tree plank. And then lower down. Upward facing dog, inhale, and pull it back. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a breather here. Deep breath. All right, take your gaze to the top of the mat and walk or hop, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away. Come all the way back up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale here. And when you exhale, hands down through prayer. Okay. Inhale, come out and up again. You're going to take those hands, stretch them up, and then flip your palms outward so they face the far edges of your mat. And take your right wrist behind your left so your palms touch. If you need to bend your elbows here, that's totally cool. And then from here, you're going to shift weight into your right foot, pull your left knee into your chest, and then you're going to step your left foot behind your right. So the ankles are crossed, pinky edges of your feet touch. Inhale, lengthen up here. And when you exhale, we're going to take a lean over to the right. Coming back up through the middle, slide your hands down through prayer. Shift right onto your right foot. Pull your left knee back into your chest. Now we're going to take a yoga toe hold on this left big toe. Don't worry about straightening this leg at all. We're just working this right here. Top of your right thigh back, left arm bone plugs deep into your socket. Your right hand can kind of come out to the side for a little counterbalance, right? Then you're going to take the left leg and stretch it forward. And your leg might look just like this. It might look like this. Wherever it goes, make it so it's comfortable and that the balance is easier, right? And then from here, we're going to slowly sweep that left foot out to the side. Keep your breath steady. Your gaze even. And then bring your leg back through center. Bend your knee into your chest. Step it back, crescent lunge. Nice giant step to the back of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, open warrior two. Full breath in. And when you exhale, flip your front palm. You're going to reach up, stretch back, reverse your warrior. You can sneak your left hand behind. Hook the top of your right thigh. Make it a little bit more about pressing that thigh away as you extend your right fingertips back. And then inhale, come on up through your warrior two. And when you exhale, you're going to windmill this left hand down to the floor, pivot on the ball of your back foot. Take a second. All right, now we're going to grab a yoga toe hold on your right foot. It's okay. Drop onto the outer edge of your left foot. And you're gonna, if you wanna just do the modification, that's totally cool. If you wanna work back in the tree, you can. If you're ready for it, you're gonna grab this big toe and lift it up. And you may not, this leg may not straighten. It's all right. Hook your sitting bones underneath, press the floor away, and lift, 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 lift. And then release. Swing it down through plank. Inhale. And when you exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Grab a chaturanga. Baby cobra, or an upward facing dog. And then pull your hips up, stretch them back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Okay? All right, gaze forward, walk or hop, Uttanasana. Boop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. We should have a soundtrack every time we hop. Inhale, come out and reach it up. Gonna keep your hands extending up toward the sky. Flip your palms out toward the long edges of your mat and take the left wrist behind the right. Okay? Shift your weight onto your left foot. Pull your right knee in. You're gonna take the right foot, sweep it back behind the left, so pinky edges touch, okay? Lengthen up, and then nice and easy, take your lean over to the left. Palms pressed, feet rooted. Inhale, back up through center. Gonna bring your hands down through prayer. Shift back onto your left foot, and pull your right knee in. Okay. Yoga toe hold on this right foot. Again, don't worry about straightening your right leg. It does not matter. Press the top of your left thigh back without locking your knee, left arm out to the side. When you feel ready, you're gonna kick your right foot forward and then sweep it gently out to the side. Keep hugging your outer right hip under. Notice if you kick back, right? You're gonna try to hug it out and under. If you've got a wall nearby, it's glorious to just touch the wall. Yes, and then back through the middle. Pull your knee into your chest. Step back, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Hopefully you've got a great view of Memphis right in the foreground. And when you exhale, open. Warrior two. He is determined to be involved today. Warrior two. Soften your shoulders. All right. And now we're gonna flip the front palm, reverse warrior stretch up and back. You can hook your right fingertips to the top of that left thigh or just find your low back with your hand. Sink a little deeper into your left thigh as you stretch into your left fingertips. Deep breath in. And inhale back through warrior two. You're gonna windmill that right hand down to the mat. Here we go. Pivot on the ball of your right foot. Grab the big toe of that left, and we're gonna go for it. Drop onto the outer edge of the right foot, sweep the left leg up. And again, it might not straighten, it doesn't matter. Keep working, lift those hips, and then free the foot, drop it to the ground, left hand comes down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. And then pull your hips up. Stretch them back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then drop your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes. Slide your hips to your heels. Find a child's pose. Let your hips gently push side to side. And breathe. Again, let the weight of your head drop down into your hand cushion or your block or your cushion. If there's anything underneath your head. All right, then push yourself on up. I'm gonna shift your hips to one side, kick your feet out in front, and just bring yourself forward a bit. So you can lay all the way back, draw your knees into your chest, and rock gently side to side. That's it. And you're gonna take the legs, stretch them out. Pelvis stays right where it is. Walk both feet over to the right. So they're kind of off the mat maybe. And then the left ankle is gonna cross over the top of your right foot there. Then you can take your arms overhead and you can grab your hands or your wrists, whatever feels good. And you're just gonna start to walk your arms and your shoulders and your head over to the right as well. So we're doing that same kind of side lean that we did while we were standing up, but now it is hopefully 100% restful. So you wanna let the weight of your arms, your shoulders, your pelvis, your legs, your feet, everything drop to the floor and breathe. If your arms are uncomfortable over your head, you can change them into a position that feels good. But we're just gonna stay for a couple breaths. And then bring your left foot back onto the mat, walk yourself through center, and then torso through center, kind of reset yourself if you need to find a little reset there. Then take your feet and walk them over to the left until they feel like it's a good amount. And then take your right ankle and cross it over the top of your left. And then start to walk your torso, your shoulders over to the left a little bit too. And breathe. Feel your shoulder blades surrender into the floor. Try to relax your feet, your ankles and your legs. And breathe. That was a big one. Nice big breath here. That's it, 2 more. They settle in a little bit. Then hook, or bring that right foot back to the mat, walk yourself back through center, reset yourself, feet flat on the mat, lift your hips, set them back down, draw both knees into your chest. Take them wide, and as you pull your knees in, lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor so your shoulder blades settle in. And you can rock here a little bit back and forth. If you want to conclude class in Shavasana, you absolutely can lay out. I'm going to roll to one side and come on up, but take your time doing so. And then from here, you're going to find yourself a comfortable seat for a moment. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Let your eyes slide closed. And breathe, letting the benefits of your practice sink in. Bring your palms together into Anjali mudra and bow your head. And take a moment to honor this time on your mat today. Honor your body, your breath, disruptive pets. I thank you for spending a bit of your time with me today. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. As always, please show your support. He's out. Show your support by clicking that like button. You can check out a couple more videos that I've got to offer. Subscribe if you'd like. And I will see you again soon. Namaste.